Good morning, guys. Dan from the Headwaters Kayak Shop, and today we've got a video that you guys have been asking for a while. My top 5 kayaks under 500 bucks. It's going to be a little different than my other videos. Normally I just line them up and walk through them, but in this case I don't have many fishing kayaks under 500 bucks. So the first video is going to be me going around a few different department stores trying to find what I feel is the best kayaks for under 500 bucks. And then in the next video, I'm going to get all those kayaks on the water and give you guys my honest feedback in a review of how they paddle, how they're laid out, the features and stuff like that. So for now, let's get to shopping. Let's go find 5 kayaks under 500 bucks at our local box stores. All right, so I'm out in front of our local Dick's Sporting Goods. It looks like they got kayaks out for the season. So the question I get all the time on my YouTube channel is, Dan, what kayak would be good for me under 500 bucks? And to be totally honest with you guys, Headwaters does not sell a whole lot of quality fishing kayaks. I don't think we sell any fishing kayaks right now under 500 bucks. A lot of the sub 500 kayaks that are good for fishing will be found at box stores. So right up front, it looks like we got a couple of boats that are fishing-esque. This one, it's actually an Old Town Vapor, but I think they call it a different name, a Trip 10 Angler. $4.99, large open cockpit, couple of rod holders and a hatch and anchor trolling maybe-ish. A little Swifty up here. What's that one? $3.49, molded in handles. It's got a dash. It's got a seat. It doesn't look super comfy. It looks a little janky to me, but it does have a couple of flush mounts in the back. That might be an option. I got this guy here. It's a Future Beach, $2.49. I just talked to somebody, and they're not too sure about me filming them or getting them on film. They didn't have a whole lot of sit-on-top fishing kayaks. They did have this Eagle, Field & Stream Eagle Talon, which I know I've seen out there. So I'm thinking I might get that one. You know, he's going to check the back and see what we can find. But they're also not as cheap as I thought. Still 550 bucks. All right, they hooked me up. I got my 2 new boats. So you see I went with 2 sit-in sides. Unfortunately, our Dick's here in Lodi didn't have a good selection at all of sit-on-tops. They had one Field & Stream Eagle Talon that was over my budget. So instead I got 2 sit-in sides. I picked up the Perception Swifty 9.5 Deluxe. I like this one because it had molded in handles. It's a one-piece rotomolded construction, which means it's going to be burly, it's going to be durable, it's going to be similar to what we sell at our shop, just much more simplified. Because there's no rear bulkhead. So that's disappointing. No rear bulkhead means on either of these kayaks, which means if this thing fills with water, it's basically going to sink. If not sink, it's going to be very low in the water. So a couple of things to think about. Definitely we're going to put some float bags in there because we will want to tip these over at some point. So as long as we understand the limitations, I feel like both these boats are pretty good for the price. Big open cockpits, decent enough seats compared to some of the other ones. I went ahead and bought a paddle. They didn't even have a 230 paddle for a sit-on-top, which means people that are buying gear here are not getting a good education, and they're definitely not getting the right stuff. So hopefully this video helps put you on the right track. If you're sitting inside, roughly a 220, 230. If you're sitting on top, a 230 to 240 is what you should be looking at. So I'm pretty stoked on this one right here. This is the Field & Stream Eagle Run. It's got this cool little hatch in the back, so you have a dry storage, that's kind of nice, you know. That just plugs into the tank well. You could take that out and put a crate back there. It's got a couple of flush mount rod holders, paddle clip, cup holder in the seat. It looks like a nice little boat. I'm excited to play with this one. This one was just over my budget, but they were nice enough because I told them I'm a YouTuber. They gave me 15% off. I mean, I can honestly say I got good service at my local Dick's. Bad information, but great service. They took great care of me. Ultra nice. Ro, the guy that helped me out, was phenomenal. And yeah, they've heard what I was doing. They liked what I was doing. They gave me 15% off. And so, yeah, I mean, no hard feelings there. I think that's really, really cool of them. Man, I'm kind of bumming. The one I spent the more money on, look, it's already got a huge divot in the hull. I went ahead and flipped it over. Hopefully that provides a little more support and that the deck will be a little stiffer than the hull. So you guys, I wasn't super impressed with the selection I got over at Dick's yesterday, so I decided to come to my local Walmart. I've actually never been to this new Walmart. Somebody told me we have the largest Walmart in the country right here in Lodi, and I personally feel like it's the Death Star of small business, so I don't go here. But somebody said that they have a better kayak selection, so I'm going to go look and see what your local Walmart kayaks look like. And I'm in particular looking for the Lifetime Tamarack Angler. A lot of people left in the comment section said that's a good boat, a good starter boat, and I've seen a lot of them out there. So I wanted to get my hands on one of those and throw those in on the review. So let's go see what we can find. This place is overwhelming. But look, right here in the front, we got some kayaks. What do we got? This is the baby right here. They have an angler version of this. This is the one. I will say Walmart has a much better life jacket selection than Dick's. Dick's was embarrassing. But still, all these life jackets are all pretty much ski style vests. Not really great for kayaking, but... Alright, here we are, I guess. This is it. They must have shrunk down their selection. It's all lifetime boats. There's the same one I was looking at up front. Oh, I just had to look around for a second. There's the baby, $278. That's gonna be my guy right there. I actually found this color all on the ground. Looks like it's newer. It's got some new hatches. 2018 model. Yeah, it's got some new hatches. I'm gonna get this one. I like the color too. All right, my boy Raymond's helping me out with my new yak. I was gonna carry it, but man, check it out. This guy's gonna roll it there for me, which is a good thing because this Walmart is huge. How many square miles is this place? Do you know, Raymond?
Too big.
Too big. All right, here we go, man. Got them all loaded up. We're ready to go hit the water now. I got my Lifetime Tamarack up here, Perception, the Eagle Talon, all different price points. This one's basically $278, $350, $500. And so we'll give you a review. Like, what are you getting for your money here? All right, I'm over here at Sportsman's warehouse today looking at their kayak selection. They got a few Fishing Yaks too. They got some of the Perception models, some Emotions, same vapors like we saw over at Dick's. The one that kind of catches my interest is this guy right here. This is a Perception. It's a 10-foot, but it's got some cool features on it. It's got tracks on there. It's rotomolded. It's got molded foot pedals, a decent hatch, molded in handles. It is above the budget. I keep doing that, like finding these boats that are $549 that are really good values, but just above my budget. But screw it. I think I'm gonna go for it anyways, you guys, because yeah, I don't know. It just seems like a good boat for the money. And I gotta say, out of all the stores that I've been to that are box stores, like they have the best selection of life jackets and paddles and gear. Like, and everywhere I've been so far, these guys definitely seem to be the most legitimate when it comes to stocking stuff. All right, this is gonna be my baby. This is gonna be number 4 out of 5 for our top 5 kayaks under 500 bucks, or around 500 bucks, because this one's actually $550. I'm going a little over budget, but man, this is a really nice kayak for the money, and it deserves to be in the video, so we're gonna get it. All right, so today we got the whole family with us because I don't have a Costco card. I never shop at Costco, but Ashley does, my wife, and Jack's got a staff shirt on, so he's working today. We're gonna go buy ourselves the last kayak. Let's do it. All right, where are the kayaks at, guys? You know? Oh, here we go. Stacked up like cordwood. This is what we're looking for. Looks like we got the Odyssey for $2.99 and the Angler for $3.99. Let's go have a look at that. Oh yeah, here we go. This is what we're after right here. I've heard about this, and this has been a fairly popular boat for $3.99. We're gonna pick one of these guys up today and include this in our review. What do you guys think? With the paddle, it's got a little dry storage up here. A couple of foot pedals there, rod holder. Pretty basic seat, but I mean, for $3.99, seems like a decent little boat. Now the question always is for me is like, who do you find to help you with these things? Like, how do I actually buy one? Like, okay, I want this kayak. How do I actually buy one of these? So I guess I go find somebody to help me load it. Cool. Got it all hooked up. Ooh, I'm excited. All right, they're checking us out. So nobody offered to help me carry it to the register or carry it out, but thankfully I know my way around carrying a kayak, so I got this. The best part was somebody actually recognized me on my way out. One of the Costco employees like, so you doing another review video? All right, you guys, now we're back in the shop. I'm gonna just do a quick walkthrough of all the different boats, the sizes, the features, the specs, and maybe just initial thoughts about quality. And then in the next video, we'll get them on the water and go check them out. So first up is we have the Lifetime Tamarack Angler. I got this one based on a lot of reviews from the community and from you guys in the comment section. Say for an under $300 boat, that this was a good value, that it was nice and stable. So we got this one at Walmart. This one is $279, 10 foot long, 31 inches wide, fairly flat bottom on the hull. Overall weight is 52 pounds, which isn't too bad. and capacity is a realistic 275 pounds. So not too bad. Pretty good specs, should fit most folks well. It's got a couple of hatches in it, molded in foot pedals, some bungee storage on the front. It does come with this paddle. I'll be honest with you guys, this is not even worthy of being on the water. This is a definitely disposable paddle. If you're getting this boat, do yourself a favor and upgrade your paddle. The seat's pretty basic, but it actually has a fairly supportive high back. It should work out all right. They do have a couple of mods, which I'll show you in a future video. I'm actually going to take this kayak and really trick it out. Try to do a complete build for under 500. Next in the lineup, we have the Perception Swifty. And I like the Perception product. I think they make a really high quality boat. Fairly simple and decently priced. I used to have a Perception way back in the day, and it wasn't too dissimilar to this, one of my first kayaks. So I was kind of excited to get this boat and see how it paddles, see if it's any good. This one is 9.5 foot long, 28.5 inches wide, only 44 pounds, and holds up to a 325 pound capacity. At least that's what the specs tell me. Over here we've got the Costco kayak, the Pelican. This is a Kicker 120 angler. This one's 12 foot long, 30 inches wide, comes in at 59 pounds, and they're saying a 350 pound capacity. This one does have a few upgraded features, like the really nice twist lock hatch, adjustable foot pedals, has a rod holder on there, cleat for tying off, a couple of flush mounts behind the seat. This one actually came with the paddle as well. Initial impressions though, the plastic seems really, really thin on this. It's the two-piece plastic. Some people say they're okay, but I'm kind of anxious to get it on the water and see for myself. It did come with a paddle. It's better than the one over there, the Lifetime paddle, but it's still very heavy. So it'll get you on the water, but still something you're going to want to upgrade soon down the line. Next up is we have the Eagle Run by Field & Stream. This one is 12 foot long, 29 inches wide. Comes in at 60 pounds because it's got that added rear hatch. It's kind of got a heavier seat in it. And capacity of 500, which is pretty huge for a boat of this size. It almost seems unrealistic, but I won't say anything until I get it on the water. It has a couple of rod holders behind the seat, handles, drain plug. All in all, it's pretty basic, but I really like the lines of this kayak. I think for somebody that wants a kayak that they can fish from, but also really enjoy kayaking, I feel like this one has a good design. The next kayak in the lineup is the Perception Pescador 100. This one was from Sports Authority. I don't know that it's an exact kayak that you can buy at any Perception dealer, but this is the one they had at Sports Authority with the molded in handles, twist lock ceiling hatch right here. It had tracks on either side, molded in side handles, a fairly burly supportive seat, nice size tank well. This is a new thing on both the Perceptions and a few of our other kayaks. Is molded in rod holders that are not meant for holding rods. I do not get that. And if companies are watching these videos and listening, please stop doing that. Just put in rod holders. We would all thank you for it. But anyways, I feel like the quality, the design, everything about this boat is a really, really good value for 550 bucks. It was over our budget, but I also feel like it gives something to strive for. If you're willing to spend 400 on something like this, spend 550 and get something like this. And the on the water test will really tell, but just overall quality, fit and finish, the Perception boats are definitely a step up. So you guys, here's our lineup. Our next video, I'm going to take them down to Lodi Lake to our demo facility. I'm going to put some hours on each one and give you guys my honest feedback after sitting in them for a while, paddling them around, fishing off them. Look for that on the water test video probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks. We have a couple more videos in the works, but I am looking forward to getting that out for you guys. If you haven't done so already, like and subscribe to the channel. We want to stay connected with you. If you have any questions, leave those down below in the comment section. And I'm also going to link up a couple of videos. If you want to learn about our 1,000 and under kayaks, I have that video right up here. So until next time, you guys, this is Dan wishing you happy paddling. We'll see you on the next one.